Allora, la prima domanda che faremo a Lisa, facciamo una traduzione simultanea, prima la diciamo in italiano e poi la porgiamo a Lisa in inglese. Chi è e che cosa è esattamente un coach? Allora Lisa, what is really a coach?
Okay. A coach helps you to see your outcome,
Yes.
your goal, your outcome, and the result that you want to see, big result that you want to see. And then when you know what this result is, then what I do is find, why don't you have this result yet? So we go and we dig deep inside here and find what will drive you to get to that outcome, and what will give you the purpose, what will give you that leverage to get to that outcome. And then from there we take and we create an explosive plan, a huge plan, and we map it out like you drive to somewhere, and we map it out and we help you get there the fastest way possible, and we help you use the different psychologies to vision it and to bring it to fruition, to make it happen.
Okay. Thank you Lisa. Allora, come seconda domanda vi poniamo quali sono le differenze che esiste tra un coach e un manager, no? Perché rischiamo di andare a confondere queste due figure professionali. What are the differences between a coach and a manager?
Okay.
There is a difference?
Yes,
No?
there is. Yes. And the coach, like we were talking about before, is the one who helps you find the quickest way possible. Let's say you want to be a pro football player. So you find the very best pro football player, and we look at that and we make a model, and they've already done the homework, so we can get there in half the time.
Okay.
So we find the way to get there the quickest way possible. And with a manager is someone who takes your talents and your abilities, and they're able to present you to someone who's wanting to hire those talents that you have for offer, and that's the biggest difference.
Okay. Dunque, chiesto questo, andiamo un po' più nello specifico. Quali sono le caratteristiche principali che hanno le persone che si affidano a Lisa o a figure professionali come quelle di Lisa? Allora, what are the main features of the people who really on you?
Okay. There's really not a main feature. Everybody has the same 6 human needs. So everybody needs, and it's going to sound like an oxymoron, lots of people, they don't realize, and it doesn't matter what country you're from, it doesn't matter what part of the world you're from, we all have 6 basic human needs. There's certainty, uncertainty, significance, love, connection, and growth. And everybody needs those needs met. And so those are the things that are going to drive you to get to work. When you're doing something, it's because you're having at least 2 of those needs met. If you can have 3 or more of those needs met, you're going to continue to do that pattern. If you want to change your pattern, then we need to change what those needs mean to you. We need to change the blueprint that's inside of you, and give you something. You make the meaning of whatever happens to you, and you can change that meaning. And so that's what.
Thank you. Allora, visto che c'è un passaggio comunque per arrivare ad ottenere certi risultati, facciamo un'altra domanda un po' più specifica. Ci sono delle tappe fisse nel percorso che la persona fa per raggiungere il proprio obiettivo, ok? Allora, are there any fixed stage in each person's journey to reach the goal?
I'm sorry, one more?
Are there any fixed stages in each person's journey to reach the goal?
Yes. What we need to do is first we need to identify the goal. We need to know what it is.
Yes.
We need to find out why you want what that goal is, and then from there we can work to get there.
Ok, perfetto. Allora, detto questo, come procede il suo lavoro dopo una prima analisi, no? Allora, after a preliminary analysis, okay? What does your work consist of?
Follow-up. Follow-up is the most important. So once we've started, we've identified what your outcome is, we've identified what your leverage is going to be, we've identified what the map is. it's like a New Year's resolution. When you have a New Year's resolution, nobody ever completes it because they don't revisit it. But what if on that New Year's resolution you visit it once a week or once a month or maybe even once every couple of days, and for everybody it's different. So we revisit it once we figure out how your mind works. Then we revisit that in stages, so that we're guaranteed to get the outcome that you want to see.
Ok, thank you. Allora, detto questo, procediamo con... ecco, vengono utilizzate delle tecniche per permettere al cliente, a chi vuole usufruire di queste tecniche, di fare il salto verso l'obiettivo o lo stato desiderato. Allora, diciamo così, are there any techniques used to follow the involved person to reach the goal or the condition he wishes?
Oh.
Okay?
Okay, are there any techniques?
Yes.
Yes. We create anchors, even as children. Things that happen to us in our life circumstance have anchored certain things the way that they are. So when we're getting to your goal, we'll create anchors. And we'll change bad behaviors and replace them with good behaviors, and we'll create those as anchors. And it's much like you go. Okay, so example. Something good happens to you, and we reinforce it, like a baby. When a baby does something good and you give it lots of love because it's done something good, you create good positive anchors to continue the goal going forward in positive.
Ok, thank you. Allora, ecco, questa è una domanda importante. Il coach deve mantenere uno stato mentale particolare per poter operare al meglio della sua attività? Allora, does the coach have to keep a particular mental disposition to work at his or her best?
Oh yes,
okay?
Yes. You must remain in a positive state. You must remain in a peak state. You must keep compassion. You must have a passion to understand the person. You must be able to recognize their needs and recognize what their outcome is from within here, not just what they're telling you, and you have to you stay focused on them and have to be able to listen very well, to be able to know not just what they're saying, but really hear what they're saying, and to be able to receive that information with open honesty.
If you are not best, you are not best with other
yes.
people, no?
Correct.
Okay. Benissimo, allora il coach ha fatto un lavoro su se stesso per poter lavorare con gli altri, questo è importante, no? Per poter intervenire sugli altri prima si lavora con noi stessi. Similar question. Does the coach train himself before working on other people?
Oh, always. I'm always setting new goals, new outcomes. Just when I'm ready to complete an outcome, then I set new ones for myself, so that I'm always growing. Growth is a process that we all must go through. If you're not growing, you're dying. And so even as a coach, I'm constantly finding new ways to build personal growth and find new ways to help other people and search for new ways to continue to bless other people. And I look for ways to be a pleasure in the sight of God so that He can continue to bless me with the ability to help other people.
And you make this work on yourself all day?
Always.
Okay.
Yes.
Quali sono le caratteristiche principali che deve avere un coach? Per aiutare gli altri è un compito, insomma, non facile, no? Avere in qualche modo qualcuno che ti spiega determinate cose. Quindi il coach deve avere delle caratteristiche particolari. Adesso andremo a sentire da Lisa se ci sono queste caratteristiche. Elisa, what are the main features that a coach should have for this work?
Main features. Compassion, understanding. Definitely, you have to be passionate about what you're doing.
Psychology?
Yes. Oh yes. You have to understand the main psychologies behind the way people, what drives them, what moves them. But most importantly, you just have to be able to really listen to their heart and understand what they're doing. Yes, that's most important. Yes.
Il cuore, alla fine, come diceva una famosa, il cuore ha sempre ragione, no? Alla fine bisogna avere insomma un grande cuore per fare questo mestiere. A quali tipologie di persone si rivolge il coach? Lisa, what kind of people does the coach address to?
Pardon?
What kind of people does the coach address to?
All kinds of people. Everybody. Yes. It doesn't matter whether you're if you're in show business, if you're a housewife, if you're a pro athlete. We all have those 6 human needs that we were talking about earlier, and so really. With me, I call myself a strategist. I can work with all kinds of people to help them achieve whatever that is for you, whatever outcome it is for you, and that's.
You aren't a specialization with only kind of people, no?
No, not all kinds.
All kinds, ok. E veniamo un po' a quello che riguarda il mondo dello spettacolo, no? Abbiamo detto prima che ci sono molti attori, musicisti, anche campioni arrivata Rossana. Allora facciamo un attimo. È arrivata Rossana, abbiamo salutato e ripreso in diretta. Stavo dicendo, come abbiamo detto all'inizio dell'intervista, queste figure professionali si rivolgono molto anche al mondo dello spettacolo, della musica, insomma della forma d'arte a 360 gradi, non solo, anche nel mondo dello sport. Forse lo sportivo che ha una grande tensione agonistica ha bisogno di essere motivato dal punto di vista psicologico alla fine della fiera, come si dice, no? Quindi poniamo una domanda più specifica. Nel mondo dello spettacolo quanto è determinante il supporto di un coach? Lisa, in the show world, okay, how decisive could the supporter of a coach be?
Paramount, monumental. In the show world, when you know what their outcome is, you can get them to vision it. Michael Jordan, when he did, do you remember? He did the free throw with his eyes closed. Because he had practiced it so many times at home with his eyes closed, he was able to vision it. And when he was on the court, he was able to do that same free throw with his eyes closed. So what a coach can do for someone in show business is the very same thing. Is you show them how to envision what their outcome is. You show them how to feel it inside of here and make that picture bigger, make it bigger than life, and bring it to fruition. And so it's very, very important. Very important.
What are the differences between an actor, for example, and a sport champion? Ho chiesto qual è la differenza, per esempio, tra un attore e un campione dello sport.
Okay, the difference for me, the difference between the way that I communicate with them. Okay. It's a matter of just knowing exactly what their outcome is. Let's say in an athlete, their outcome, like Dara Torres, her outcome is to win the gold medal. And so then you focus her on that, and you focus her on, you support her, and you show her her strengths within herself, and take her challenges and turn those into strengths, and get her to squash those negative thoughts, so that all that's coming out is positive. And so much the same with an actor or even a musician or someone in the show business. If they know what they see coming to fruition, that they want to win an Academy Award, then they have to see this every day like it already has happened. And it's a psychology that happens within yourself. You walk and you breathe and you stand like it's already happened, and you live like it's already happened, and it brings this to fruition.
What do you think of Tom Cruise and John Travolta, that no?
Okay.
Scientology, ho chiesto cosa pensa visto le due figure che più conosciamo sono comunque quelle di John Travolta e Tom Cruise, che si sono legati in qualche modo a Scientology, no? Questo is different. What do you think?
I'm not really familiar with Scientology. I'm not very familiar. I don't understand. I haven't studied it. But I think the difference between the psychologies are just really a matter of living, and again, I don't understand, I've never studied the Scientology aspect, but it's just a matter of not just being positive and not just seeing that vision, but taking steps, taking that first action. You know, what can I do today to get closer to my outcome? What things can I do right now to bring myself closer to that outcome, whatever that is? And this, I think, is maybe the main difference, not just with Scientology, but any type of different methodologies that are out there.
Okay. Allora, corriamo verso la fine della nostra intervista. Vengono organizzati dei corsi o dei meeting collettivi o il rapporto con il coach personale? Ecco, questo credo. The last question. Okay. Are any courses and meeting organized for the relationship with the coach or this rapport is personal?
Okay. Are there any courses and meetings organized? Yes. I do personal sessions, not very often, but I do take on very select personal sessions. But mostly I'll work with bigger groups of people at a time, and I can reach more people doing this. I can do anywhere between 50, 100, sometimes more, sometimes up to 2,000 people at a time, and still reach that same outcome. But yes, I do take personal as well.
Okay, thank you, Lisa.
Thank you very much.
Do you want to say something to end this interview?
Oh, yes. Okay. I am so incredibly grateful. I am so excited to be in Italy. Yesterday I went for a walk. Rome is the most beautiful, friendly, and the food is exquisite. The people are phenomenal. They're amazing people. Everybody has been so loving and so kind. Okay. And it's beautiful, and I'm very excited.
And my English is very good.
And your English is very good.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you very much. Thank you.